Hello students, welcome to Exergic Aptitude channel. I am Madhurima and today we are going to start with the English Grammar Basic series. The first topic we are going to cover is tenses. Tenses is a very important topic for both spoken as well as written English. In exams, it is asked in the form of error detection, sentence correction, fill in the blanks, and even in subject-verb agreement. So a thorough understanding of tenses is important, and in this lecture we will be giving a basic overview of all the different type of tenses there are in the English language, and in which circumstances do we use which type of tense, and how do we recognize or how do we frame a sentence in a particular type of tense. So let's get started. The concept of tenses is closely related to the concept of time. Just like we have a past, which refers to the time that is already gone by, a present, that is the time that we are currently in, and a future, that refers to the time which is yet to come, tenses can be divided into three types. So we have the past tense, the present tense, and the future tense. Each of these tenses can be further classified into 4 types. And today we are going to learn about the past tense. So the first type of past tense we have is the simple past tense. Simple past tense is used for actions that started as well as finished in the past. For example, I went for a walk yesterday. I invited them over for dinner. So inviting them over for dinner is the action which started and ended in the past. So we are using the simple past tense. A negative sentence would be, I did not enjoy the party. So did is the past tense for the verb do. I did not enjoy the party. It's a negative sentence which is in the simple past tense. A question, did you go to the movies? Again, we are using the verb did, which is the past tense of do. How do we recognize that a sentence is in the simple past tense, or how do we frame a sentence in the simple past tense? We are going to use the past tense of the verb, of the main verb. So for instance, went. Went is the past form of go. Invited, that's the past form of invite. Most verbs in the English language, if you just add an ed in the end, you can arrive at the past form. Let us look at some examples. So we have the verb travel. If I want to go for the past tense, I'll just add an ed in the end. Similarly, start, started. End, ended. Use, used. However, that is not true for all verbs. So you do have verbs where you need to know the past tense of it. For instance, go, the past tense is went. For fight, it's fought. For write, it's wrote. For give, it's gave. Right? So these are very common English verbs which I'm sure you're already aware of, and you would also be probably using them daily. You can find them in any standard English grammar book or even on the internet. You can skim through them just for your revision. The next tense that we have is the past continuous tense. Past continuous is also used for actions that started and finished in the past, but they were of continuing nature, right? So they were a continuing action, and we want to focus on the continuing nature of the particular action. That's when we use the past continuous tense. For example, I was walking in the park. We were listening to music. So we were listening to music. This is in the past continuous tense. It is also something that we did in the past, and we are referring to the continuing nature of us listening to music. Generally, the past continuous tense is used when we are narrating a sequence of events. So generally we are probably talking to someone, or we are writing something down, and we are talking about two events one after the other. That's when we generally use the past continuous. So for example, I was walking in the park when my phone rang, or I was walking in the park when I came across a friend of mine. Similarly, we were listening to music when our phone rang. Right? A negative sentence would be, we were not driving very fast. So we are just going to add this not in between. We were not driving very fast. A question, what were you doing at 6 in the morning? So again, I'm talking about the past. At 6 in the morning, what were you doing? right? How do I recognize the sentences in the past continuous? I'm looking for this was or were, depending upon the subject. So it would be I was, he was, she was, and were is going to be used for we were or they were, right? So I'm looking for this was or were, and we are adding an ing in the end of the verb, right? So we are looking for a was or were plus a ing. The next tense we have is the past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is used when we refer to an event that happened before a specific event in the past. So let us go to the timeline to understand this better. In this timeline, we can see that anything that happened before the present falls under the category of past, right? This entire thing is going to be past, anything that happened before the present. So in this past also, you will be having different times. For example, suppose I say this is 10 a.m. and this is say 8 a.m. And suppose at the moment it is 1 p.m. Suppose, so at this moment it is 1 p.m. and both 10 a.m. and 8 a.m. are in the past. However, this 10 a.m. is more closer to the present, or we can say that this 8 a.m. is more further in the past. So whenever we are referring to an event that is further in the past with respect to another event which is closer to the present, that's when we use the past perfect tense. So if I want to talk about something that happened at 8 a.m., I'm going to be using the past perfect tense. For example, I had eaten my breakfast by the time she asked me. Both of these are events in the past. However, I ate my breakfast at say 8 a.m. and she asked me at 10 a.m. So when I'm talking about two events, both of them in the past, and I'm referring to something which was further in the past as compared to another event which is closer to the present, that's when we use the past perfect tense. Right? Another example, when we arrived, the meeting had started. So if I look at the 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. example again, so the meeting had started at say 8 a.m. and we arrived at 10 a.m. So us arriving and the meeting starting, both of these events are in the past. However, the meeting had started before we arrived. That's what we are trying to say in this sentence. And that is when we are using the past perfect tense. I had taken my lunch by the time she asked me. So I had taken my lunch is something that happened earlier. So I ate at say 1 p.m. and she asked me at 3 p.m. Right? I hope this is clear. A negative sentence would be he had never flown before the time he went to India. So he went to India at say a particular time in the past and he had never flown before that. So I'm talking about something before that trip he took to India, and that is why I'm using the past perfect tense. A question, had they arrived in Chennai when the rains started? So the rain started at a particular point of time and I'm asking whether they had arrived before that time or not. How do we recognize that a sentence is in the past perfect tense? We are looking for the word had. Right? So he had never flown, or I had taken my lunch, and so on and so forth. Again, the past perfect tense is mostly used when we are talking about a sequence of events. So I'm talking about two events, one after the other, and I'm referring to an event that is much earlier in the past. However, you can also have a complete sentence where only one event is being referred to. For example, if I say, he had never flown before, full stop. That is also a grammatically correct sentence. But in usage, in our everyday usage for spoken as well as written English, it is generally accompanied with either another sentence or another part of the same sentence. Lastly, we have the past perfect continuous tense. This is a combination of both perfect as well as the continuous tense. So we are talking about a continuing action, and we are also talking about an event that happened further in the past, right? So we are referring to a continuing event that happened before a specific event in the past, and the past perfect continuous tense is used when we want to emphasize on the duration of the action. So whenever we want to put emphasis on the duration of an action, that's when we use the past perfect continuous tense. So for example, it had been raining in the night. It had been raining in the night. So again, I'm referring to a past action. So in the night, it had been raining. I'm talking about the continuing nature of the rain, right? Rain's falling is a continuing action. So I'm referring to the continuing nature of the rains, and I'm saying that it had been raining in the night. Another example, we had been playing for an hour when she called. So when she called and us playing are two actions in the past, and I'm referring to the continuing nature of us playing, and I'm putting an emphasis on the duration. So we had been playing for an hour when she called. A negative sentence, she hadn't been working very hard. Hadn't is had not. She had not been working very hard, or she hadn't been working very hard. A question, what had they been eating? Right? What had they been eating? How do I recognize the sentences in the perfect continuous past tense? So for the perfect part, I need to have a had, and for the continuous part, I need to have a ing of the verb, and to connect them, I'm going to have a been in between. So a had plus been plus a ing. So again, the past perfect continuous tense is mostly used when we are talking about 2 to 3 events one after the other. However, in itself also you can form grammatically correct complete sentences using the past perfect continuous tense. For example, they had been rehearsing for over an hour. So this is a complete sentence in itself which is grammatically correct. They had been rehearsing for over an hour. So a quick recap of the different types of past tenses that we learned. Firstly, we have the simple past, which is used for actions which started and finished in the past. Most simple. For example, Rohan called Shyam yesterday. So yesterday, Rohan called Shyam. So we are using the simple past form of the verb. So yesterday, Rohan called Shyam. Then we have the past continuous tense, which is again used for actions that started and finished in the past, but they are of a continuing nature, and we want to focus on their continuing nature. For example, Rohan was calling Shyam yesterday. Rohan was calling Shyam yesterday. It was something that he was doing yesterday, so it's in the past, and I'm referring to the continuing nature of the action of calling someone, right? This is again generally used when we are talking about a sequence of events. So we can probably add when Priya arrived. So Rohan was calling Shyam yesterday when Priya arrived, right? So we are using the was plus ing version for the past continuous tense. And this can become a word in case we are using a they or a we, right? So they were calling Shyam yesterday, or we were calling Shyam yesterday, right? Then we have the past perfect tense. Past perfect tense is used when we want to talk about an event which is further in the past as compared to another event which is also in the past, but it is closer to the present. For example, Rohan had called Shyam when Priya arrived. So Rohan had called Shyam. That is something that is further in the past, so we are using the perfect tense for it. When Priya arrived. Priya arrived is also in the past, but it is closer to the present. So how do we frame a sentence in the past perfect tense? We're going to be using the word had plus the past form of the verb. So had plus the past form of the verb, right? Lastly, we have the past perfect continuous tense, which is a combination of the perfect and the continuous tense. So again, we are referring to a continuing action which is further in the past as compared to another event which is also in the past. For example, Rohan had been calling Shyam for 2 hours when Priya arrived, right? So Rohan had been calling Shyam for 2 hours. So you're putting an emphasis on the duration. So for 2 hours or over an hour or all night, So Rohan had been calling Shyam for 2 hours when Priya arrived. How do you frame sentences in past perfect continuous tense? For the perfect part, I need a had. For the continuous part, I need ing version of the verb, and to connect them, I have a been in between. So a had, a been, and a ing version of the verb. So that brings us to an end of this lesson. We saw the different types of past tenses there are, in which circumstances is which tense used, and how do we frame positive sentences, negative sentences, as well as question in each of the different types of past tenses. In the next lesson, we will be covering present tense. If you have any questions or comments, then leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching.